Good evening and welcome to the Town of Acton Selectmen's meeting for April 25th, 2013. First item on the agenda, salute to the flag. Please remain standing after the salute. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I'd like to take a moment of silence for the folks in Boston and in Texas. Thank you. Approval of the agenda.
I move we approve the agenda.
Seconded.
All in favor? Approval of the minutes of the last meeting.
I move we approve the minutes of the last selectmen's meeting.
Seconded.
All in favor? Old business, we have none. New business. First item is open the lawn care bids. We're going to open these bids tonight, but we are not going to sign the bid because we have to look into what they've included in their bids, because there are some new requirements for folks that bid for the town of Acton, or actually for any municipality, where they're not only required to show us proof of liability insurance, they now have to show us proof of workman's comp insurance. And this is a new requirement this year that just came into effect. So if the folks didn't put that in with their bid, we have to give them a chance to put that in, because we didn't put that in the ad. We didn't know of it at that time. So we will announce the bid at our next meeting in 2 weeks from tonight. But we will tell you what's in the bids tonight. Okay. First one is tall grass lawn care. Bid for the town of Acton, Maine for mowing and lawn care services. Service include mowing, weed whacking, removal of brush and or debris, fertilizing, based on a 10 to 14 day mowing cycle from May 2012 to May 2013. Also, the use of 200 pounds of fertilizer as needed. The cost will be as follows. $3,900 for the properties listed: Acton Town Hall, Public Safety Building, Lincoln School, and the Mary Grant property. The tall grass lawn care is Robin Ham, and he does have a certificate of liability, but there is no workman's comp, so we'll have to get in touch with Robin and ask him for workman's comp insurance. Next one is C&D Landscaping, 153 Back Road, Shapley, Maine. Town hall mowing town hall, weed whacking and picking up trash on property. Public safety building, mowing and weed whacking and picking up trash. Mowing Lincoln School, mowing, weed whacking and picking up trash. Mowing and weed whacking, doesn't say for where, for the whole season is $4,000. This is the price to mow the properties for the whole season, would be $4,000. This is also to reseed and to lime and mulch in areas where is needed, clean up at any given time when needed. Payments would be 5 payments of $800 a month starting May 1st, 2013. I also mowed the town of Shapley properties also. If you have any questions, please call or Plain Enough Insurance. I have, $2 million worth of liability. He did not include liability. We'll need liability and workman's comp insurance. And the third one is DeVoe Property Maintenance. This bid includes spring and fall cleanups, raking, fertilizing if needed at the town hall site. Mowing grass will be completed throughout the year on an as-needed basis at the town hall, public safety, Mary Grant, Nature Preserve, and the Lincoln School. This bid is inclusive of the above services from May 1st, 2013 to November 30th, 2013, and the bid is $3,200. They do have a liability insurance, and they will need workman's comp insurance. Okay, so we will announce who we award that bid to in 2 weeks from tonight. Okay, we do have an application for a liquor license for Iron Tails, and we will tentatively schedule a public hearing for Thursday, May 16th.
Yes.
We need time to collect information from the state police, the sheriff's department, and also the fire marshal on a sprinkler system that's in the building. Their license does expire May 1st. but they just applied yesterday, and the state will extend their license until we have the public hearing and make a decision, so they will remain open until that time. We have an excise tax exemption policy amendment. Do you have
Do,
that? Right.
I do. We've updated the excise tax exemption policy. What was changed, I'll just read what was changed in it. What was changed is the wording is veteran who is being paid at the 100% rate because he or she is unemployable and is totally permanently disabled and included on the veteran's summary of benefits statement for the Department of Veterans Affairs. Said veteran must also be receipt of the disability veteran's license plate with a class code of DV on the state of Maine, town of Acton's registration certificate. Basically what it is, you can be 100% disabled and you can be paid as a 100% disabled person, or you can be disabled at a percentage rate and still be paid at 100% disabled rate. That's why the change was made, just to clarify that particular item in the policy.
Do you have a copy, Lorraine, that's not a draft
What's that?
of the change in the policy?
Well, that's the one she gave me, I don't know.
They all have. Does yours have?
Mine says
on it?
draft as well.
Okay.
Has he got a
So you want me to
draft
get one
copy?
from Jennifer?
Yeah, we're gonna need to have a,
Jennifer for an original.
we'll need one without a draft in order
Take the
to sign
draft
it.
off from it.
A little more background, we signed this policy in September, and it was to help our Purple Heart veterans and our 100% disabled veterans. And just recently, this month, as a matter of fact, we had some folks that moved into town who had a 60% disability, but were being paid at 100%. And because of the wording in this policy, we couldn't give them the excise, not charge them the excise tax. So it was brought to our attention last week by one of the gentlemen that came in. So we had the policy committee, and Jennifer went back and changed it. So now that if you can prove that you're Purple Heart, or you have 100% disability, or you pay it at 100% rate, then you will not be charged excise tax by the town of Acton. And in research of doing this change, we discovered there's only 5 towns in the state of Maine that do this for our veterans, and Acton is one of them. So we're just waiting for an original copy without draft on it so we can sign it, and then it'll be come into effect tonight, and those folks can come and get their cars registered. Well, while we wait for Ed, we're going to be putting up a piece of tax-acquired property for sale. The town of Acton is selling by sale bid to the highest bidder a parcel of land containing 1.2 acres with 295 feet of frontage on the Salmon Falls River, as shown as tax map 237, lot 13. The minimum bid accepted will be $10,000. Property will be sold to the highest bidder, who must submit at least 20% of the bid by 3 p.m. on Friday, May 24th, by cash or certified check. A purchase and sale agreement must be signed by the highest bidder and the town of Acton, calling for closing within 30 days. The remaining balance in cash or certified check will be due prior to the closing. Upon receipt of the balance, the town of Acton will deliver a duly executed quitclaim deed without covenant of any kind to the purchaser, releasing the town of Acton from any interest in the property. Letters clearly marked sealed bid may be delivered to the Selectmen's office at 35 H Road or mailed to P.O. Box 540, Acton, Maine, 04001, by 4 p.m., May 23rd, 2013. Bids will be open at the Selectmen's meeting on May 23rd, 2013 at 7 p.m. This piece of land is down on the Milton Mills Acton line by the bridge on the Hopper, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
We no longer have that P.O. box, do we?
Oh, no, we don't.
35 H
No,
Road.
strictly 35H Road.
Okay, okay, so it's just maybe delivered to the Selectmen's office at 35 H Road, Acton, Maine, 04001. Okay.
There's your new policy.
Need a motion to approve the policy,
What's that?
the excise tax policy.
I move that we approve the excise tax exemption policy.
Seconded.
All in favor? right, we have two abatements for McManus and Flanagan. You have those abatements? Right here.
That's your liquor permit.
Oh, that's a liquor permit underneath?
That's those, yeah, okay.
There we go. Okay, Michael and Karen McManus, 50 Orchard Road, Acton, Maine. The property was valued with extra frontage. The abatement is to correct a mapping and data entry error that existed since the recent valuation update. Abated valuation, $23,500, abated tax, $257.33. So that's motion for that, to approve that abatement.
All right, I move that we approve the abatement for McManus, Michael C., and Karen W., map lot 142-024.
Seconded.
All in favor? And then we have another one for Georgia Flanagan, P.O. Box 49, Acton, Maine. The property was valued with 5 acres and is only .32 acres. The abatement is to correct a data entry error. Tax year 2012, abated valuation $13,159. The abated tax is $144.09.
I move we approve the abatement to Georgia G. Flanagan on map lot 151-031.
Seconded.
All in favor? Yeah, there's 2 pages. Did I sign them both? No. Okay. Okay, other business. Anybody have anything that they want to say tonight? Mr. Long.
There's 2 things. One is a question about the workman's comp. And I very well might be wrong here, but I was under the understanding that if you were self-employed and you didn't have any employees, that you didn't have workman's comp.
Right, but if you are, and you're, self-employed, you're your own employee, plus you're the owner of the company, you also have to have a filing that you send to the Workman's Comp Bureau that shows that you're the only employee, and they have to accept it, and it's stamped, so it's actual proof, because there's a lot of small companies that might hire people part-time and things like that, and say, well, I'm the only employee, and not pay for workman's comp.
Right.
So you have to have a certification letter saying that you are exempt from workman's comp, or you have to have the workman's
Okay.
comp itself.
Okay.
Okay?
The other thing is a comment about our budget hearing the other night. As you know, there was plenty of empty chairs. But at the end of the meeting, when people had a chance to give comment about the referendum vote, it was alluded to by the school department and a few other people that
Dennis, I might have to stop you. It's okay to talk about this stuff at the school public meeting, because it was at the school, but the actual absentee ballots are out at the town hall. So if you're going to make an opinion on either of the questions, I can't allow that, because
Okay.
because it's the town hall and the absentee ballots are out. Because I asked that question today, why could the school make comment on how people should vote? And it's because it was not within so many feet of the actual polling place. We're in the polling place, there are absentee ballots out, so we cannot discuss either one of the questions here in the town hall. Okay?
Okay. let me see how I can,
as far as opinions.
as far as opinions. Well, and feel free to stop me again, Ted, because I'm gonna try to, word this a little, different. The people of the town of Acton, as far as I'm concerned, have always been very wise in their voting. And to be alluded that people are uninformed, when they vote, I think is wrong, especially with the TV. I think that with a TV station, that whether people go to the Selectmen's meeting, or any meeting, I think there's a lot more people that are more informed now when they go and vote than they ever have been. Did I do all right?
Yeah, you did great. Thank you, Dennis.
Good job.
Anybody else have anything for other business? No? Okay.
I would just like to mention something we had talked about earlier this evening. The abatements you signed tonight are probably the last ones, and the last one is numbered 10. And for having 3,000 properties and only 10 errors in assessment, I think that this is a very good average. I think we've done well. So,
Yeah.
just wanted to comment on that.
Thank you, Lorraine.
Thank you.
Okay, announcements. We still need volunteers for 1 member and 1 alternate member of the Saco River Corridor Commission and 2 alternate warrant and finance committee members. On May the 4th, the Mary Grant Committee is holding a cleanup at the Mary Grant on site, and are looking for any volunteers that want to come and help them do cleanups, pick up all the branches, get the trails opened up and all that kind of stuff. For those of you that are here tonight, please notice the new floor. It was just serviced. We did it 2 years ago, down to nothing, and we're trying to maintain it by putting a coat on every 2 years, and they came in Wednesday and Tuesday. They came in Tuesday, and we're back open on Thursday, and the floor is beautiful. The Acton Planning Board will host a public hearing for the discussion of proposed changes to the Acton zoning ordinance relative to stormwater management and erosion control on Thursday, May 2nd, 2013, at 7 p.m. at the Acton Town Hall, 35 H Road, Acton, Maine. Copies of the proposed changes can be found online at www.actonmaine.org or at the Town Hall. The referendum vote to approve the school budget will be at the Town Hall on April 30th. Polls open at 8 a.m. and close at 8 p.m. The school budget passed. The budget is, Paul, correct me if I'm wrong, $5,190,730, is that right? Which is a,
5,192,073 is the gross budget.
okay, I missed the 2. Okay, so $5,192,073. It is a 1.21% decrease over last year's budget, or a total of $63,337 decrease over last year's budget. There will also be a second question on whether or not the town wishes to continue this referendum vote process or to go back to the town meeting process as far as approving the school budget. I think that is all I have. Anybody else have anything? No? Yeah. Sure.
My name's Chris DeVue. I'm DeVue Property Maintenance. I had placed a bid
okay.
for the lawn care.
Yeah.
And we started my company about 5 years ago. I'm a teacher in Saco, and I'm finishing up a career this year and going full-time with my business. Currently, I have just myself working. As far as the workers' comp, do you know if it takes more than 2 weeks? I'd hate to miss out on an opportunity because I've applied and I'm waiting for the state.
I can recommend, because I have a small business too. What you need to do is call the insurance agent that gives you your liability. Was your liability included?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Call the insurance company that provides you with the liability insurance, and he can give you an affidavit stating that you are not required to have workman's comp, and he can actually fax it or email it to us here at the town hall.
Okay, so I can get this
You
in
can get
in
that,
2
yeah, you
weeks.
can call him tomorrow, and he can have it to us tomorrow.
Okay.
Okay?
Thank you, sir.
Sure.
Yep, I
Thank
don't
you.
think any of the bids had that, correct? So
No,
we're-
no, none of the bids
we're
have,
waiting
so
on
they're all gonna
all-
have to do the
all
same
three
thing.
bids, so-
And it's only because it came out, our treasurer went to a class at the state and just discovered this, and it actually, we learned about it after we put the bids out. That's why it wasn't included in the request for proposals, because we didn't know it. But our treasurer came back from the class and told us to make sure that from now on, that we make sure that everybody has the workman's comp insurance.
Okay, it's good to know, I mean,
Yeah,
overall, so I
Yeah,
appreciate it.
and once you have that affidavit, until you hire other employees, then you'll be required to get the workman's comp. That affidavit will be good for any bid you make.
Okay, I appreciate that, and I'll get that in.
No problem.
Thank you.
All right. Anybody else? No? I'll entertain a motion.
I move we adjourn the meeting.
Seconded.
All in favor? Thank you, folks.